Hi
Hi
guys, welcome to
guys.
eerified. This is where the place we talk about everything supernatural. And today we have my guest, Ivan.
Hello.
Ivan, why not you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Sure. I'm Ivan. I'm a spiritual practitioner under the guidance of a heavenly deity, and this year will be my 7th year in the practice.
Wow, 7 years.
Yeah.
So,
Still new.
still, oh, 7 years is new.
Still new. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, how long does it consider like you're at least a senior?
Based on the people that I know, lah, way above 15 years. Yeah. But I would say that the number of years don't really matter, but how well you put the things that you learned with your master into practice into day-to-day life. That is what matters the most.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, you would realize that he said that he's a spiritual practitioner. Is it?
Yeah.
You call that spiritual practitioner. So this is the reason why we also have him today. It's not so much about horror stories today, probably, but it's really more about a journey of a spiritual practitioner, how they got into it, or a lot of like probably a lot of questions that we have, but we wouldn't be able to know unless we meet someone who actually practice it. So today is more like a informative episode. I would say, rather than like horror stories talking about horror stories. But if you do have anything interesting like stories to share to us, also you also can share.
Can maybe 2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Sure.
So yeah, today is a bit like interview. So because we have so many questions, because it's not a everyday thing that we see someone who actually practices spiritual stuff. So I think the most common questions is people will always curious like what makes a person that goes into this industry or this field, because it's such a taboo, right? It's related to people from, things from a different world, in Chinese we call very 邪,
Yeah.
very 很邪的东西. So how did you get into it?
Okay.
Bring us through the journey.
Sure. So, first of all, our practice is totally different from the practice of mediumship or any other forms of spiritual practices or trainings there are out there, where the physical body is being taken over by a specific deity or spirits, right? So, in other words, these people go into trance or possessions, lah. And usually, these medium, they will have a lot of taboos here and there, but it varies from different sect to sect. So we cannot really say specifically on like what this medium cannot do or what the medium cannot do. But generally, mediums are not allowed to go to yin places like hospital, funeral cemeteries, those kind of areas.
Is there a reason why?
The medium body has to be clean lah in the spiritual realm for the deities to come inside.
Oh, so actually even funeral they cannot go.
Yes, generally speaking lah. But
Oh.
again, it's different. It varies different sect,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a bit sidetracked, but what about like those monks who go there and do, like, for example, like this for Buddhism specifically, let's say the monks go there to do prayers for the deceased. Are those considered mediums also, or they're just
No.
monks?
They are just if they are a Buddhism, then they are a Buddhist practitioner as a monk. So they are reached to a certain level where they can chant, and the way they chant, right, there's a lot of energies or power lah behind the chanting to bring the souls to where they're supposed to go. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's the thing, because there's a reason why we need to talk to someone that knows all these things, because before today, right, I always thought like the monk can do most of the things. Like they can be a medium, they can be a monk, they can be the practitioner. So
I would say for monk, I would label them as 人间法 lah.
人间法.
So you learn from your gurus, right, on how to chant, what's the meaning behind, how to use it correctly. But if you were to say, are they able to become a medium? Could be also. But right now we are talking about like a Buddhist monk specifically lah.
Okay, so now we know that there are actually differences. So how did you get into this? So what is your role specifically?
Okay, for me, whenever I'm communicating with my master, or if I'm checking a certain cases or perform any kind of rituals, I am fully conscious and aware. So, how it all started back, basically back in April, April 2019, I was at rock bottom in life lah, at that moment in time. So there were a lot of things that happened and I couldn't find a solution to solve. And on top of that, I have a few mental issues, like anxiety, depression, these kind of things. So I was really desperate to seek for answers lah to whatever I'm facing. So I Googled randomly on my phone, like, is there a temple that I can go and ask for free? For free.
Okay.
So there were a temple that popped up lah on Google, and somehow I felt like this temple is
Are you connected?
very, very connected. It's a very weird way.
Okay,
And I'm a semi-banana, so I don't really understand Cantonese. In fact, I don't understand Cantonese
Oh, at all?
at all.
Ah.
But I understand a bit only lah, for now, until now. Just a bit only. And I don't really speak Mandarin. So when I go to the temple, right, I was very fortunate enough that the people over there were speaking English mainly.
Like the people working there speaks English?
Yes,
mainly.
even the masters, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I felt like, oh shit, this community is like,
This is for you. Yeah, how often that you find a temple, like a legit traditional Buddhist temple, right?
I would say Taoist ah.
Taoist. Oh, sorry, okay. Yeah, sometimes I confuse also. So then they speak English.
Yeah. So technically, I was like trying my luck to see if I could get advice or answers from them. And fortunately enough, I got a very clear answer. Like when I was there, after I consulted the master, right, I know exactly what I should do, what I need to do. Like I got a very clear picture already how to handle the obstacles that I was facing at that moment. So on the following day, I went back to the temple again. It was a 1 hour drive lah from my house.
Oh, okay.
So I went back to the temple just to pay my respect, and I was very, very thankful, you know. So by fate, I was initiated to have a heavenly deity to become my master. And the whole idea of having this heavenly master, right, is really just for myself and my family's protection, blessings, clarity, guidance, and of course, self-cultivation. But with that said, I must also undergo a lot of spiritual trainings. I must put in the effort to undergo spiritual trainings with my master for my life to slowly become better, bit by bit. The term in our sect, we call this practice. So we need to practice with our master quite consistently to, for things to get better and better and better. So ever since I got initiated, I was initiated on the 2nd May 2019. And I've been practicing almost every single day without fail. You could say 95% of the time. So each practice is 30 minutes per day. And up until one day, on the 2nd February 2021, during my practice, I suddenly hear a voice calling me student within my heart. But at that time, I didn't think too much lah. Cause when I practice, I'm the observant. So whatever thoughts that come inside, I just see and then okay, forget it, Then few minutes later, I suddenly hear a very clear sound right beside my right ear. It was so clear that I can guarantee it is not my surroundings. It's a very different kind of sound one. But me being me, I ignore it again lah. I don't think too much. Then, while all this was happening, at one point in time during the practice, right, my master made me smile for 10 minutes. Like I was smiling the entire time. And that moment, I felt a very different kind of happiness. It's like beyond happiness. How do I put it this way? I feel like I'm at bliss. It's a very different kind of happiness.
Like a bit like 出窍? No, not really.
I don't know,
right?
but very, very happy, like no concerns around me, like really at peace also. Yeah. So only after the practice, I decided to ask my master one question. Like, was it you? Yeah. And then he replied, yes, student. And just to be safe, I had to ask a few specific questions that were taught by my temple sifu previously to verify if I had truly reached the level of being able to communicate directly. And one of the question was, when is your birthday? Because ever since I got initiated, right, I have zero clue. It never crossed my mind to think like when is my master's birthday, you know. So when I asked that question, a clear figure appeared right in front of me, a very clear number, and it represents a date.
As in, when you ask him the question, you can suddenly see the date
Yeah.
in front of your eyes.
Yes.
And then you tell the master the birthday.
I asked my master when is your birthday.
So he said that birthday.
Yeah, so he showed me a date. Because the reason why I'm able to see, right? First, I hear his voice coming from the heart. I ignored. Then the ears I ignored. So this time he showed me a different way of a different communication channel lah. You know. So he showed me the number. So this time I don't think too much. I pick my phone. I immediately Google my master's name and the birthday. And sure enough, the exact date represents his birthday in lunar calendar.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's where I know I've already reached to that level lah, being able to communicate.
You were in front of him, right, when you do that?
In front of who?
But you were in front of your master, right? When
No. I was just in my room.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm practicing in my room.
Wait, so you were asking questions within your heart, and then the answers go to you.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were seeing face to face
No.
after that. Oh.
No.
Oh.
So when I mention master, it means heavenly master.
Okay, now I get it, because I always thought it was a human. I mean, like
No.
like a human.
No. Okay. So I will call it heavenly master lah.
Heavenly master. Okay, so like 天神 something like that.
Yes, 天神.
Okay.
So a month later, I was still practicing very consistently. Because that time it was MCO we cannot go to temple, so I had to practice at home. And I have nothing to do. So I was still practicing very consistently. And then up until a month later, my master asked me one question. He said, do you want to take on cases?
Wait, you were saying all this, do you mean that you hear all these voices from the heart, is it? Oh, okay, please continue.
Yeah. So when he asked me that, I was very honest. I answered honestly saying that I'm not ready yet. Maybe not now. Because although it's only 2 years, I'm still very new. You know, maybe perhaps someday after I undergo more trainings with you. Then 3 months later, I got my very first case through a referral. And ever since then, the cases just comes once in a while, very naturally. You do not need to go out and look for cases actively, and we're not supposed to do that also.
So they will come and sit.
Yeah, it will just naturally come to you.
Okay, I actually have a lot of questions in between while you were telling me the stories. So, just to make it clear, I want to know, because you say suddenly you were being asked if you want to like have
To do cases.
Yeah, no, like cases, and also like have a deity. I mean a master with the heavenly master, your heavenly master. How did that conversation came out like, and who asked you? Someone from the temple asked you. You just hear the sound
Out of the blue. During my practice.
Okay, then when you hear this sound already, then how do you confirm? Like, do you confirm it with someone around you or in the temple that, oh, I heard this, I want to have this relationship with your master? Or?
Yes, but at the same time, when we reach to this level, right, the biggest test that we have, actually we got test one, and one of the tests is that we cannot doubt our master. So whenever master is talking to you, right, you must know how to differentiate, and you cannot doubt when it's real. So that's why I said just now, we had to ask a few specific questions, and the birthday was one of the questions only. So that's how we learn to differentiate. So in the next few months, whenever my master communicates with me, I'm able to differentiate already. It's very clear when the voice is very clear.
I feel like I feel like I'm listening to a fictional story, but of course it's not fictional because you have experienced it. And you say there were tests. So what are the tests or what are the practices that you have to do if you are able to share?
Real life tests of how you treat people, how you speak to people, and sometimes, okay, I have this personal story. I didn't really I wasn't really a good son to my grandmother
Okay.
back then.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I was quite pai lah.
Paikia lah, rebellious lah.
Yeah. So the test that I was given, right, is I will like when I reach the level, I will face a lot of suddenly okay, for example, right, there will be a random situation where there's an old people in front of me needing help. It's very random one, and I know it's very clear it's a test because it's something that I've gone through before with my grandmother. Yeah. So help all. And consecutively like that, it happened like four times, once per week. Same situation happened.
Like for example, the situation is example, the popo need your help to carry her to
Yes.
across the street. So every week you will have something similar
Yes.
happen.
Yes. So this is one of the real life tests that was given to me, and it's also like a 教训lah.
Then what about the 30-minute? You mentioned there's the practice they have to do 30 minutes every day.
So how the practice work, right, is that yes, every day, if we were to practice lah, first of all, our master won't force us to practice, but it's good to practice. And each practice will be 30-minute session. And how the practice works is there's 4 levels to it, right? So the first level is basically sitting on a stool or a chair without any backrest, and close your hand together, call upon your master who, student would like to invite you to practice with me now, and just meditate as usual, but the hand just keep it as over there lah, because when you reach to level 2 is where your hand will start opening by itself. But you're conscious, you're still conscious and aware. Your hand will open by itself, it will move by itself. Then level 3 would be out of the blue, you will chant, you will whistle automatically. But the chanting and whistling is your master's one. It's not in the book. You can never find in the Google or anywhere, you cannot find it. Yeah. Then level 4 is suddenly you hear your master call you.
I don't know. Because okay, I'm not Tao. I mean, I'm not in the religion. I'm actually Christian, so I have not much idea on how these things work. But this is just me, because your mindset must be set so strong that you know your master is talking to you. Your master is communicating to you. Because I would assume a lot of people, if they first have all these things going into their mind or like hearing all these voices, they would assume maybe it's like illusion or something. So you must have a very strong connection with him.
Yes. Your mind must be clear, and although you reach to the level, right, you can communicate, it will still take many practice and many months or even years to even get to the level of really clear. Yeah. So what you say is true, because when I first reached the level, I was stopping myself really. Although I got the answer is clear, but because it's something that I never expect to have, I was just having a master just for myself only, like protection. There's nothing. There's really, I don't chase after something. So it's very randomly that suddenly I hear this voice very clear, and I was also doubting myself lah, whether dilulu or not. You know, sometimes is it spirits talking to me, or it's very dangerous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did went to the temple and
double confirm.
Yeah, double confirm it. Yeah.
Okay, one more question, because I think I need to try to because I have a lot of questions for you and just figure out a bit. But then you mentioned that you have a date of birth of your master. So does it mean there's actually a lot of masters, or there's only one master?
There's a lot.
There's a lot of masters.
Yeah, there's a lot of heavenly deities up there, ma. Taoist, like you go to a temple, you see a lot of statues, right? That- those are-
So these statues are the statues that we usually see in the temple, or it's like we have, okay, it's just, sorry if it sounded offensive or sounded very ignorant. For example, like maybe Buddha, Guan Yin. These are the masters, or actually they are different. Like they are not this very the
You
master
mean
that
if-
we see all the time.
You mean if those statues would be one of the heavenly
Yeah.
master?
Correct.
Yes.
I don't know how to word it.
Yes. Guan Yin, yes. Guan Yin, there's many forms. Bai Yin Yang Yang, Nanhai Guan Yin, Chenzo Guan Yin. A lot lah. There's a lot, a lot
Also,
of
they
texts.
have their own date of birth.
Yes. Yeah. So for practitioners that have a heavenly master that do not exist in Google, there is actually. When they reach to a level, right, they have to ask their master when is their birthday. And they must be very confident. When they get the answer, they will go back to the temple to double confirm. So the temple sifu, right, they will check on their side, but the practitioner cannot tell them what is the birthday. So both must sit together and then it's like a line.
Oh, so you like, for example, when you go to the temple, then you say, Heavenly Master told me, I want to ask if this is my Heavenly Master. So can we confirm the birth date? So
No. That one is for. I just mentioned one. That one is for if you reach being able to communicate the level. Yeah, but when regarding whether you know who is your master or not is when the initiation process ceremony happen. So the temple master there, they will announce to their heavenly master that this person would like to get a heavenly master to be
like
initiated.
Song Kai like that
Yeah.
lah.
So what happens is the heavenly master will connect to Jade Emperor. Then Jade Emperor will assign who is the heavenly master that is for this person.
So then the temple master will tell you. Then in your heart you know, this is the date of birth
Yes.
of my master.
Yes.
But you never tell the temple master before.
Sorry again?
I mean, like because you mentioned that you need to double check with the temple master, like, this is the date of birth of my master.
Oh no, that one is when you reach. Okay, let's say like you're practicing normally lah. Then suddenly you hear your master talking to you.
Yes.
But you want to verify whether you reach to the level. So you will ask your master when is your master's birthday lor. Then your master will tell you. Then you will get the date. You go to the temple and then you double confirm with them. Is it correct or not? So if it's not correct, means it's not lah. Maybe you're just thinking.
Oh, so maybe they will say, this is correct, this is the one. Wow, that's very interesting. I don't know, is there any cases like the person get the date of birth, then go and check, verify with the temple master, then the temple master say no?
No, I never heard of because this one is PNC lah.
Okay,
Yeah,
true,
we are not supposed to go and kepo about other people's journey
Sorry,
also.
I took it already.
Because because our practice is very, very strict. Before we do anything, before we even check cases or anything that's involved with communicating our master, we need to ask permission first. Whether we can check for this person or can we ask this question. You need to ask permission first.
So actually before you come here, I would assume you have communicated with your...
Yeah.
Very, very, very interesting. Okay, so I think we get a lot of hang of how you started and the process of how you reach what you are currently are. So the second, this is a bit like clearing the curiosity of a lot of people, right? So a lot of people, I think a lot of us have heard this before. They always say that the holy places are usually the most haunted. What I mean by holy places is, for example, temples for the Buddhism and Taoism people, or church for the Christians. Is it true based on your understanding?
That is one of the misconception. Because to say a holy places is haunted is not really correct. Say for example a temple, right? To say a temple is haunted is not really correct, because if a places are truly haunted, it usually means that the place is being resided in or controlled by malicious spirits or whatever spiritual entities there are out there. That means it's like the place, right, has became their territory. So if a temple is pure Zheng or church lah, or any holy places lah, okay. Let's say if it's pure and legit, it's properly blessed and energized by heaven. It's really impossible for spirits to go and try and take over or go and haunt the place in the first place, because the energy of the temple will be so bright, and there's deities inside the temple. It's impossible for these spirits to go and
I see.
match with them. You get what I mean?
Understand.
Yeah. But however, it is very common to have many wandering souls surrounding a temple or places nearby the temple or any holy places, because the energy is very bright, right? It's in their world, right? It's super bright one. So these wandering souls, right, is not harmful. It's just lost, helpless soul, and it's very natural for the temples or the holy places to act like a source of light in the dark. So naturally, these souls or spirits will gravitate towards the light to seek blessing or help from the deities or yeah.
Oh, so okay, so it's like partially true and not true also, because inside the temple probably it's not haunted, but just the surrounding.
Yes. So with that said, right, the surrounding, yes, it's very normal. But generally speaking, if a devotee or anyone that visits a temple shouldn't feel any discomfort, like dizziness, suddenly very heavy, headache, all kind of whatever discomfort there are out there. But instead, one should feel sense of peace, calmness, clarity, and like recharged. Yeah, generally for most people. But if you say that one day you go to a temple or anywhere, right, suddenly you got headache or there's some sort of reaction, then could be maybe there's a lot of negative energy on your body, or maybe there's a spirit latching on your body, or maybe you're possessed, right? So there could be some reaction naturally lah.
So means like you go suddenly because maybe they're around you or inside you, then you go into a holy place, so it has a reaction that causes you to.
Yes.
Okay.
But generally speaking, one shouldn't feel any discomfort.
I see. Yeah, okay, this is quite a sensitive question, but if let's say if I ask already it's not suitable, then you just let me know, then we will cut it.
Okay.
Is it a normal thing that for all these masters to accept payment when they help others to do a ritual or something?
Let's talk about my side first.
Okay.
Our side, we are not allowed to collect a single fee.
Oh.
Not even a single cent. Not even ang bao.
Oh, not even ang bao.
So if the cases are in Ipoh or Penang or Singapore, and my master required me to be there physically, I will have to go there. So I'll have to fork out my own money. Yeah.
To go and help people.
Correct. So for my side, no, we are not allowed to collect a single fee, and this is a rule set by our master.
I see.
Yeah. But I understand that some masters do it as a profession, right? They do it like their full-time job, right? It's their full-time job. So maybe there are times where they need to have tools, need to spend some money on like tools to buy, and perform some rituals. Then I can still understand that on that angle, right?
Yeah, because I mean, you need to help people. You also need some things, right?
Correct.
If you don't have any income, how are you going to help people, right?
Yes.
To get all this stuff. So in a way, it's justifiable as
Yes.
long you really actually help someone, right?
Yes. But of course, there are also some masters that charge 5 figures
Like
just
too much, right?
Yeah. Which, my opinion, okay, I'm not trying to insult anyone, but
Okay.
my opinion is that what if somebody that has no money, like they got financial issues and they need help, does it mean that if they got no money they cannot get help?
Yeah, true.
And the help only goes to the people who can afford.
Exactly.
So that is something that I question most based on what most people do out there.
I see. Quite interesting. So in a way, it's kind of like a gray area also. Okay, cool. Okay, then I will call. So far, so good. Then I will continue to the third question. Okay, what are the common misconceptions about Chinese spiritual practices or practitioner? Like some of the most common stereotypes is that some people worried that if they date someone who does all these things, they might also attract the spiritual stuff through themselves also. So this is just my opinion. So a lot of people, I think they would probably maybe opt for not dating or not be in a relationship with people that is in this line, or maybe like people who works for the deaf.
So regarding this, I'm just going to say it from my side,
yeah,
my
sure.
side only, right? So for us, regarding doing cases, regardless how severe a cases are, how demonic or how hard it is to solve, how dangerous it is to solve, we have our own SOP. Like, first of all, like I mentioned just now, right? Before we do anything, we have to ask our master, can or cannot do. If master say can do, go ahead and do. Cannot do, sorry, forget it. But the moment we get a green light from our master, our heavenly master, when you go and do the cases, right, rituals, or you're doing some sort of black magic cleansing, your family or anyone surrounding you, around you, will be protected.
Oh,
You will be blocked. Yeah.
I see. So actually, in fact, you are actually safer if you are if you are in a relationship. If your family member is someone that is doing all these practices lah. Oh, so yeah. Remember
I heard similar experience before lah. I mean, if some masters outside, their family will somehow be affected also lah. But again, different sect has different ways of solving things. But for our side, our sect is no one will be affected.
So they will actually be protected.
Yeah.
I see. Interesting. Okay, this is additional question because suddenly it just pops up into my mind. Because you mentioned that cases, like people come for you to help, for us seeking help. Like these are humans. Because right, when I was listening to podcasts, when I was doing researches, I also often see that the spirits can also seek help from people like you guys to help them like fulfill their wish.
Yes.
So is it true?
Yes.
Okay.
There were a few times in the middle of my practice, these spirits ask for help, but not from me lah. Because when I practice, my master is there. I mean, my heavenly master is present, practicing with me.
You can feel it's present.
Because the movement, everything is my heavenly master, right? So there's some spirits, passing by spirits will be able to see, so they will actually ask for help. But how would I know? Is that my master will tell me that there is wandering souls out there that wanted to request to do a chao tu for them. Yeah.
So you guys will actually do it if you receive the information.
If master allow lah. I cannot decide.
See. Because this is just what I heard lah. So for example, there are also commoners who are not practicing spiritual stuff. They also like get asked help, or maybe they just coincidentally bump into all these like wandering spirits, and these spirits seek for help. Actually, by right, people who doesn't have this ability shouldn't help these spirits, right?
Yes.
Okay, because it might actually affect them negatively or like get their what 阳气.
Based on experience, correct. There are a few people who try to help the spirits or even cleanse the spirits without proper guidance, and it backfired.
What are the worst? What is the worst situation if it backfires?
I will briefly share a bit about this case that I did last year. So this person, every day he's chanting lah. Okay, but what was taught from his guru was it's meant to pass merits to the spirits. But I'm not going to mention which chanting it is. Okay, but what ended up happen is that whenever he go into meditation process, right, he was meditating and he's chanting, he felt a very, very, very strong presence surrounding him, going closer to him, and there's a pressure pressing him down. And he felt very, very uncomfortable. He felt like vomiting. So he ended up lighting up a few candles that were taught from the guru also to like put the candles all surrounding him also like protection like that lah. But all the candle that fire. So when I checked for him, it's a demonic case. That they. So what happened is that in the spiritual realm, right, this demonic misunderstood that the intention of this person. He thought like he's threatening.
Oh, he's threatening them.
Yeah. So angry. So when I checked, and because I understand this guy is a very spiritual guy. He's Buddhism.
Okay. But does he also practice like what you practice?
No. It's different
Then
practice.
where he get the idea from the guru that
he attended a course lah.
Okay, attended a course.
Yes.
Okay, please continue.
So what happened was, because I know he is very compassionate also, I know he wanted to help the spirits, but unfortunately the spirits that were residing in his house is
It's not a,
not a good one. It will threaten, it will hide one, the kind of spirits.
It will harm people.
So I had to ask him permission to say that in order to solve this case, my master need to cleanse it lah.
Cleanse him.
Yeah, cleanse the spirits.
Okay, the spirit. Oh,
Yeah.
means like you have to. Oh.
Yeah. Because whatever the spirits do previously, all the past life, don't know how many thousand years he has become a spirit, right? All this kind of information only my master know. I cannot decide one. But when my master said that it needs to be cleansed, I had to tell the guy that are you willing to let go or not?
Actually, why was he not able to let go then?
Because his intention was to help wandering spirits, to pass merits to them. Yeah.
But now he needs to let. But letting go is actually helping him, right, in a way also.
Yes, but depends on how he take it lah, how he perceives it lah. Yeah. So he hesitated a while, and finally decided, okay lah, just.
Oh, so maybe he felt like you guys are like questioning him. Is it?
No, it's just because that I cannot just tell him that we need to catch the ghost or what, because he'll be like sensitive, like from his point of view, it's like他想帮他们, but ended up 被抓去, get the kind of,
okay.
yeah.
So he's just generally he's a very passionate guy lah.
Yes.
Compassionate guy. Sorry. Oh, okay, yeah. Understand. But in the end, this guy all okay, all fine.
Yeah. So backstory actually, he has been doing this for 2 years. Okay?
Ever since then or before or
Ever since, 2 years meditating, chanting those scriptures.
Okay.
And what happened to him actually is that he cannot sleep. Okay, every single night he'll wake up at 3 a.m., 4:30 a.m., 5 a.m. around this period 3 times per day, have nightmares. Yeah. So until a point where he cannot take it, so he asked someone, and then someone knows me. That's how we got connected. But after that, he can sleep very well already. Yeah.
I see. Oh, interesting. Thanks for sharing the case. Because actually, I will ask you about your most memorable cases, but that will be later. Okay. So we know that you are able to communicate with your Heavenly Master. So guys, when I say Heavenly Master, right, he is not a human. He is someone that is unreachable. So in a way, it's like God, correct?
One of the deities.
Yeah, deities are God, like Shen either. So it's not human. I scared people will misunderstand. So okay, we know you are able to communicate with your Heavenly Master, but are you able to communicate with ghosts? And if yes, is it a daily basis or only like certain times?
I will label. I won't call them ghosts lah. I will
Spirits lah.
Yeah, I will label them as spirits lah. But technically we can, but we cannot simply go and try communicate with them without our master's permission. Because usually it is only when we have a severe case, very serious case, that may require some form of negotiation, then there could be chances of us being able to communicate with the spirits. I'll give you one example. So let's say a building is being built on the land that has been untouched for many years already. Okay, and it was built on the land without proper offerings or praying ceremonies, and coincidentally that whole land belongs to a demon king.
Oh, there's something like
Right.
that.
So when there's a demon king, there's a lot of land followers. The followers can be few levels of demons and then normal spirits. The demon kings are the leader, controls the whole
Okay.
all the
Area
followers,
lah.
including the territory. So what usually will happen is that when the project is ongoing, right, when it's building, it may delay for a few years. Maybe the construction workers, the turnover rate is going to be so high. People are facing a lot of misfortunes, disturbances, illness, possessions even. And assuming if the building has also built completely lah, but for the future workers or residents, if it's an office, if it's a landed house or condo, right, they will also be affected one, you know. So these are the cases where there could be chances of us being able to communicate, because humans, they intrude their territory, right? But 99% of the time when we do cases, regardless how severe, how demonic it is our master who deals directly with them. So if there's a need for chao-tu, or if there's a need to bring them to somewhere else better, somewhere that's better, or there's a need to do like a full cleansing, it's all decided by our Heavenly Master. And we just follow what we are instructed to.
So when you say you communicate with them through your Heavenly Master, does it mean that this sounds very funny, I don't know how I should word it. Is it that you are talking to them based on what you were being told by Heavenly Master, or the Heavenly Master is in you and then communicate with them? I don't know if it makes sense.
When I'm communicating with
the spirits.
It will be a two-way. So me, and then I'm speaking the spirits, but within the heart also. Yeah. So technically, my master will create like a communication channel for me and the.
Okay. For example, so I'm the spirit. So if you want to tell me, I want to help you to bring you to a better place, like, so you will be like, okay, so I'm the spirit, so you will talk to me like this.
Inside here.
Oh, so it's not like verbal.
No. We our practice, we don't have verbal communication.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's very different.
Okay. Another very funny question. This is just to fulfill my own curiosity.
Okay.
So for example, like 7月14, so like Hungry Ghost Month. Is it true that you will see more ghosts around, or and then like will you talk like if like how will you communicate with them, or they will communicate with you?
7月, yes, naturally there'll be more hungry ghosts, wandering souls around.
So you can actually see really more, or you actually cannot.
We can okay, so regarding seeing third eyes, our third eye and the third eye that most people know is very different. So let's answer to your question first.
Okay.
Yes, there'll be more spirits around, but we don't communicate with them. There's no need. It's not necessary to communicate with them, because again, it's only when it's
Needed
a very
lah.
serious case. It's needed only we communicate. Else, it's just like a normal day-to-day life. That's it.
So maybe like you see them, they just pass by you like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, like, but then if let's say you make eye contact with them,
They can't do anything. Cause okay, how our third eye work? Our third eye is very different lah. Okay, so it's also there's also a lot of strict SOPs to follow. But generally what we are able to see is very different from what most people with third eye are able to see. That means most people generally, right, when they are born or with third eye or gifted with third eye, they can see like a glimpse of it, shadows, like black figures, but not really the full picture. Some may be able to see the full picture of the entities, but that's about it lah, technically.
understand?
But for ours, we are able to see a different realm. Like we are able to see everything, like where the spirits are in their own realm.
Okay,
It's very sharp, scary, very scary and sad at the same time.
So means like, so what you mean is like you can. So for example, if like let's say this spirit died from a car crash, you will see its final state during the car crash.
And we can see beyond just that lah. We can see like some spirits, they actually practice in their realm also. They practice. That's how they become like demons and all.
Okay.
We can see clearly like the form they are in that state.
Is it a very normal occurrence that you see them, or it's just like no, just really on certain times you can see?
So our third eye, the third eye. Okay, first of all, the third eye is given by my master. It's when I reach to the level of being able to communicate, and then one day my master will ask me if I want to have a third eye or not. It's only once in my life only. I can answer yes or no only at the time. So how our third eye works is that we either see through here, or we see through from our master's point of view. Okay, and can we see them anytime we want? Yes, we can. We can anytime close it also. But the most important regarding this ability is we cannot reveal anything. If you're able to see, we cannot reveal anything. It's really just for your own self, it's for you to like maybe observe, see what can you learn from it. You know, why is it like that? That kind. Yeah. But usually I don't open.
So for example, if let's say you, in this room, you really see something, but you also cannot let me know.
Yeah. Same goes to if I see somebody, let's say if I see a spiritual entities latching on somebody's back, right? I also cannot.
Oh, you cannot go and help. Oh, you cannot. Oh, that's why you say you cannot go and help.
That's why it's very strict.
You must wait for them to come and seek for help.
So it's like fate lah. Because when you will never know like why. First of all, the reason why that spirits is on the person's body. It could be karmic. It could be 冤亲债主, karmic debt. It could be they offended somebody or offended a spirit. We never know one. So we cannot really go and kepo.
So
it's very strict.
So let me ask one more dumb question. So for example, like for example, today I feel like I want to see this spirit. So you just open your third eye, then you can see it already. Then if you don't want, you just close it.
Yeah. But we cannot abuse that. Most important is we cannot abuse.
So it's like a switch in a way. Wow. This is the first time ever. I've been doing this for so many episodes already. But
this third eye also requires a lot of practice. It's the more
advanced level.
Not to say advanced level. The more years you're into this practice and you really practice, you put in effort to practice, it could help enhance also. Yeah. But we usually use this third eye it's only for cases, really serious cases.
Okay. So, for example, you have a case today, so only by then you will open it because you want to help to solve this problem.
Okay, so regarding cases, how we check okay? Very simple. We only need the person's full name, birthday, and house address. That's it. And when we ask our master like what's going on with this person, master will just tell us everything. And only when it's like when you reach to a severe case, say for example, 冤亲债主, somebody that is so unlucky to a point where every day very suay, that kind of life, then we try to see what went wrong in the past. We cannot anyhow go and see people's past life like that.
Oh, so this is not just seeing the spirits around, it's to actually see more beyond.
Yeah. And even like if let's say we solve the cases already, sometimes you want to make sure everything's okay, we can also like review it.
Wow.
So that's why it's very strict lah. We have to really control ourselves. We have to be very disciplined.
Yeah, leh. I mean like if like a pakong like me, I don't think it's possible. I see anything, wow, 这个你看啊 behind you. I think I cannot. I think the Heaven Master will be angry with me. Let me get straight into this because I think I got too excited. I asked so many questions. So I neglected the main questions. So what are the most memorable rituals or cases that you have gotten throughout your journey?
I do not have memorable rituals. Maybe cases, yes. So currently, maybe I can share with you 2 or 3.
Sure.
Cases wise, there is a case where this lady, she's aged in the early 30s. She's a single mom with a 5-year-old son. So she was in a very toxic relationship with her new partner back then, meaning they always go into huge arguments. There's a lot of misagreements among each other every day, and they have also gone through multiple rounds of breakups. And until one of their recent split, the most recent splits, her partner suggested both of them to go on a healing and relaxing vacation to Thailand. So they want to see if they could improve their relationship further. But when they were in Thailand, they went to a temple to perform a ritual. It was also suggested by her partner specifically lah. And the ritual was believed to improve their bondings, their relationship also. And ever since they came back to KL, right, after the vacation, that's where the turning point starts to happen for this lady. It turned 360. What happened to this lady was the partner suddenly decided to leave her, and within just 5 weeks, the lady was diagnosed with 10 new conditions, including UTI, sciatica, prolapsed uterus, and her bones were starting to be misaligned, very, very bad. Just 5 weeks. It was misaligned so bad. And until a point where her eyes, right, were suddenly bleeding. I still got a picture and I can show you after the show if you want.
Sure.
So there's a lot more symptoms that this lady was facing, and she couldn't walk or stand properly until she needed a walking stick at the age, So it was very, 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 very bad. But thankfully, she got a helper that were taking care of her son, so the helper can also take care of her. But all this was so unusual until her doctor and her physio tell her to go and seek spiritual help.
Wow. You rarely hear doctors who ask. Yeah, okay, I understand.
Yeah, so it's something that the doctor said, this is not normal, So seek spiritual help, and by fate, she was referred to me. And when I checked this case with my master, this turns out to be a very deadly black magic case.
The husband. Okay, cannot be cool. Okay, I understand.
So my master asked me to solve it immediately. No time to be wasted. So I went to her house at around 10 o'clock at night. And when I first met her, right, from the spiritual point of view, her aura, the energy, right, was extremely dark. Like, it's not lively. So it's really that life-threatening. And her body, right, were full of holes.
Full of holes?
Yeah, holes throughout the entire body. So without wasting too much time, we immediately do a full cleansing for her in the house.
Okay.
But the thing is, right, it just doesn't end there. Because in the very next morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, the black magician casted a new curse on her helper during her sleep.
Oh my god.
So what happened to the helper was when she was sleeping, right, she suddenly felt a very sharp, tingling pain throughout her entire body, and she couldn't move her body at all. And fortunate enough, she can move her arms for some reason, and she got her phone right beside her. So she picked up the phone, spam called and messaged the lady for help very desperately.
Like your client lah. Okay.
But the lady was in deep recovery state already. It was sleeping very deeply.
Okay.
Yeah. So we only got to know about this incident at around 9:30 in the morning. So throughout these hours, the helper was really suffering lah. It was really, really bad. And when I received this text message, right, I have to stop whatever I'm currently doing at that time. Like literally everything that I'm currently doing, I have to stop and perform a cleansing for the helper immediately. And when that was done, the helper immediately recovered. She can move freely, no pains at all. And what was revealed to me is that the helper's bed, right? The entire bed was full of long spiritual needles. It came through the bottom of the bed, penetrating through her entire body, with a spiritual entity on top of her, pressing her down against the bed. So it was really, really painful. Yeah. So this goes to show that the black magician found out that the initial curse that were casted on the lady was cleansed and removed already. So they attempted on the lady again, but they failed. So they have to attempt on the helper instead. So that's why the helper kena. But that time we were very concerned that the son will kena lah.
Yeah.
So I was on standby mode the entire week. I would say I was really on standby mode. I also cannot sleep properly. I was like very worried about the son. But thankfully the son never kena. And after all the cleansing that we did, a week and a half later, the lady texted me saying that she's almost fully recovered. She can walk and stand without a walking stick, but she still needs to go for surgery because her bone fractures, the misalignment was really bad already. It was late already. 5 weeks considered late already. So there was no choice, have to go for surgery.
But now she okay.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Wow, here until I 发浪 or 流冷汗 now. Hey, I know you say you have 2 more stories to share, but let me just ask you all the questions. Then if we have more time, then we can talk about the stories. Okay, this question: are the rules medium must follow? I think we all already know the rules is like you cannot review anything unless given a permission, right?
Cannot review and cannot check.
Okay, cannot check and cannot reach out to help. Must people come and seek help from you?
Yes. Then for myself, I cannot eat beef. For life.
For life.
Yeah.
Oh.
I miss beef. Yeah. But I have to be on a vegetarian diet on the 1st and 15th of the lunar calendar.
What happens if you suddenly forget? Then will he scold you?
Good question. If you are really like your intention really forget one just tell master sorry apologize.
Oh.
Yeah.
So okay lah, the master can be lenient also lah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I understand. Okay, so these are your do's and don'ts lah. I see, understand. So but it might vary by according to people lah.
Let's say if it's regarding our sect lah, each individual, right, some can eat beef, some no need to be on a vegetarian diet. Only these 2 criteria depends on each individual. But the heavenly SOP that we must follow in terms of checking cases, revealing things, filtering your answers and all, you see what also you have to, right? All this is a rule set by up there. And same thing, we cannot accept any money, single cent, cannot.
Understand? Okay, let's go to another one. Oh, okay. This one I think we kind of covered that also. Are ghosts always harmful, or can they be neutral and good also? I mean spirits, not ghosts. I'm sorry.
Humans got good and bad.
So,
Spiritual got good and bad. There's yin and yang. There's up and down, there's within, there's without, or below and above. So I always believe there's always two sides.
Just a quick check. How did a spirit actually become a bad spirit? Or how they become a good spirit?
In the spiritual realm, there's nothing to do with this physical world. I mean, there is, but I'm not going to talk about this physical world. But in the spiritual realm, spirits can be trained by bad spirits. Say, for example, a demon. It can, like gangster, like lah. You go and what's the term? You can hire people. You can hire the spirits to be under you also.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, so it
Interesting.
works very similarly to the human world, but it's just in the spiritual realm. But usually, how good spirits turn into bad spirits usually is you have to see how they die, how they pass away. Could be because they were killed by somebody, or they died in a very tragic way, and they become so angry and like they are not willing to go to the better place. Rather that they choose to be in the dark side. It's also a decision made by themselves.
So actually, even spirits, they have actually thoughts. They have conscious.
Yes. So I would say it's also very pity lah. Like these spirits, they decide to join the dark side. It's also quite pity because they died in a tragic way, right? So I cannot comment if the spirit is good or bad, but what I can do is if I see any spirits or if I bound to any spirits, just respect them. You never know what actually happened to them that caused them to be like that also in the first place. And if you ask me, there's a saying in Chinese, right? 人比鬼更可怕。
Yeah, correct.
It's actually true because I personally witnessed a lot of innocent spirits. They were used by black magician to
harm people.
Yeah, so like that lor. I cannot jump into conclusion in terms of the spiritual
I see.
world. Yeah, there's a lot of.
So, it's safe to say that even there's really life after death. So there's a new whole realm that we don't know unless we are.
That's deeper realm, yeah.
Unless we are no longer in this world. Okay, so last question. I hope I can finish this fast. Then I can at least hear one more case from you. Does this power affect your daily life in terms like relationship with your family, or if you have a partner, romantically or anything?
No, but there will be times I'm able to know things and see things that people do not experience or have the ability to do so. Sometimes I will know why this person behave this way or become this way, or why these spirits became like that. It's a very sad sight, but I need to differentiate that this is all for my own life learning journey, but it's not something to grasp and affect myself. Yeah. So apart from that, no.
So actually by knowing too much about certain stuff, for example, you know the story of the spirit, or you know the story of someone around you that they never share, it will really affect you in a way, like, how do you say, your emotions?
Definitely there will be an effect lah, but it's all. That's why it's very important that I keep practicing with master. It's also like a different form of meditation, so you must learn to be an observer, no? Like a typical meditation would teach somebody, right, to be an observer when you face whatever kind of situation, or the one you just mentioned, or regardless what it is lah, you must learn to control your emotions, not the emotions take control over you. So that's very important. But if you ask me, yes, could be, but I chose not to react.
Oh, okay.
So I control it. Yeah.
So there are times that, because you apparently, I think you can actually know about someone's backstory, and then, for example, there's something that you know already, or maybe it would be harmful to a certain person, but then you cannot say anything. So I would understand that the feeling is it's like a type of war lah. Like you want to help but you cannot help.
Yes.
And then when the bad outcome happen, and you see it will be worse
Yes.
for you.
So it's to me it's quite fair in the spiritual and the world we live in now. The spiritual world is what I saw is cases is of course is when I do case is typically cleansing here and there. But there's always the other side of the world, you know. So what I've seen, my experience is that it's a very sad realm to be in. Yeah, because one thing most people are not aware is that we are all just a soul with a form.
We just have a shell. Understand.
So always, I don't know, be.
Yeah, I honestly, I feel like this lifestyle is not for everyone, because you imagine you have how strong you need to be to be able to witness things that you see, but you cannot let your emotions get into it.
Yes.
It's very
And it's the same principle you apply into life. Whatever you're dealing with. It's the same principle.
So I guess the outcome the conclusion that we get from today's learning is that it's not for everyone, and it's different. It's a very different lifestyle, and you have to live with it for the rest of your life in a way.
Yes. Technically, I chose this life because my master asked me whether I want to do cases, right? So I took it. But technically, if I don't want to do, also can. My master won't force.
And a lot of people watching this, especially even for me just now when I first heard his journey, right? It sounded, okay, I'm just saying the word. It sounded a bit ridiculous when I heard it, but then, who are we to say that it's not true? Because he has experiences. He won't be, unless, how to say, it's impossible that he can create such a long history of himself and purposely just to come to this show and share me. It must be something that he has gone through and been through. That's why he can share to me like this so naturally. So there are a lot of things that I always tell people that, you may not believe it, but we have to respect it. Yeah, so I think this is the biggest take that we get from this interview with you. And I still have so many questions to ask you, but unfortunately our time is up. But hopefully in the future, if you have time, maybe we can do a subsequent episodes to even share more, because I feel like it's something that a lot of people would want to know, but because we don't come across people like you all the time, so it's very informative. So thank you so much, Ivan, for today. Hope to see you again, hopefully.
Sure.
Alright, so guys, if you have any horror stories that you want to share to us, you want to be here to share also, you can always comment down below at our video, and also PM my personal IG at JamJen, and also eerified's IG. So hope to see you again, and for this episode, until here first. Bye.